Everybody, Jacob Buchanan with Achilles Mortgage, presenting Mortgage and Muscles. Today I have Miss Corinne here with Gailey Enterprises Real Estate, and we're gonna go over real estate, staying fit. This girl CrossFit, so we're trying to keep up with woo. And then we're just gonna kind of go a little bit about your background, how you got into the industry, real estate industry, and kind of just take it from there. Living in Jacksonville. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing all right. It's kind of hard getting her on the episode, but we finally got her here.
I stay too busy, probably.
Yeah, that's a good thing though.
Yeah.
Especially in this market for sure.
That's true.
Yeah. So what? Just tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you've been here for, school, things like that.
Sure. Yeah. So I graduated in 2022 with a bachelor's of biological sciences. I actually wanted to work with exotic animals. I wanted to be in exotic animal research, specifically captivity.
Okay.
It was really, really my passion, but unfortunately, it doesn't pay the bills.
Yeah, no. Most fun, stealing things doesn't pay the bills.
Yeah. It was just sad, but I served all through college, and so I love meeting new people. I love working with people. I love helping people, and so when I had my year of like, what do I want to do with my life? What do I want to do with my passion that's in me, my drive, my tenacity? What can I do well at? And I had some friends suggest to me I would be good at sales.
Okay.
And then what's the best sales job you can have? Real estate.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I get to meet the best kind of people, like either first-time home buyers. I get to be this source of like steadiness. They trust me. I value that
holding
trust.
their hands.
I do. I get to help them, and like the look on their faces, and like this is the home they're gonna have their babies in, and all
that emotional attachment to it for sure.
And then you got your investors too, which you learn to make someone's day, finding a lucrative investment with someone. And anyways, I got addicted to it, and I love it, and I'm pretty good at it. So I made Rookie of the Year at my brokerage.
There we go. All right.
I'm only number 2 in my office under my sales leader.
Okay.
So I'm top agent in my office.
That's what's up.
Under the guy's got 10 years over me. So
coming in strong and hot.
Yeah.
Strong and hot.
That's right.
That's awesome. Okay, so you were serving. You got your biology degree, same as me as well. I wanted to be a chiropractor. Life happens.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Can you crack my back?
I can. I got you. I definitely do that. And it's okay. So, with that being said, you could do the whole gamut from your first time home buyers to your investors.
Mm-hmm.
What are like key things you would say for like your first time home buyers who are interested? They don't know how to pursue it. What would you kind of give them some background information?
Well, the first thing I would say is find an agent that you know and trust. If you don't know them, have a phone conversation with them to kind of see what they're about. Because an agent is going to tell you, to look at your things like your credit score. What do you have in savings? Have you spoken with a lender?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what you're pre-approved for? And if you really can't answer any of these questions, they can help point you in the right direction of what you need to go do.
Yeah.
The first step being probably have a conversation with the lender. They can do a pull for
broker
you.
Specifically.
A broker.
A broker, yeah.
They can do a pull for you, see where your credit is.
We could do a soft pull too as well.
Pull, that's right. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
I've worked with some lenders and they don't. Only.
That's why you gotta mess with the brokers.
That's right.
There we go. That's a positive
Good
right
to
there.
Know.
Yes, ma'am.
So they'll do a soft pull, see where your credit is, and then you can have a really informed and educational conversation with a broker about what you want to afford, how you can afford it. And then at that point, you reach back out to that realtor and say, hey, I'm pre-approved for X amount. I want to stay under this amount. And then bada bing, bada boom, I start finding houses that check all your boxes. We go see them. And before you know it, like we're making offers on your first home. So
with a new friend as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, it really just starts with a phone call to a licensed professional who can help guide you. So just don't be afraid to pick up the phone or answer the phone if we call you.
Yeah, and it is not an intimidating process. We're all here to help you at the end of the day. So exactly what she said. So definitely credit is a thing. A lot of people are working on credit. Sometimes your credit's actually better than what you thought. Sometimes it's actually worse. But it's a simple fix. Did you say anything about credit right now, like working on it, things like that?
Oh yeah, I mean, especially if you partner with a good broker or a good lender, they're going to be able to tell you exactly what you should pay down and when and how much to get that credit score exactly where they need it to be.
For sure.
So you don't have to sometimes pay off all your
No,
debt.
you don't.
No.
That's a misconception.
Just an extra $200 here, or maybe an extra $500 there is enough. But again, you know, without the resources of a professional with years of experience, it's kind of hard to find that balance and what you should do. So yeah, don't feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, no, it's not. We take it steps. It could be
We're
a
here to help.
steps. Yeah, for sure. So one thing I do want to talk to you about is first time home buyer loans. There's a lot of those in the market right now. Some are credit based, some are income based, but there are a few. You haven't used that before yet with a client?
I've only used the credit based ones.
Just the credit based one. So yeah, so some of them they need a minimum of 660, some need 620. Some I could really mess with around 600. Really just depends on your debt to income, and they'll kind of offset one another. So there's some options out there. What part of town do you do you focus on one area of town or kind of bouncing around? Because what I know, you're all over the place. So I was curious. Yeah.
I'm all over the place. I mean, if it's within an hour of Jacksonville, like I'll be there. I've got
Okay.
closings in Palm Coast, St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, West Side. I'm about to have one on the North Side.
Okay.
So yeah, have car will travel.
Yeah. Traffic doesn't scare her.
No, and
No.
I write off all my miles.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what would you say about investors right now in this market trying to make the numbers work? Kind of what are some hot spots that you've been seeing that people are interested in?
Well, I definitely always ask my investors, what is your purpose? Is it long-term rental, short-term rental, fix or flip? These are very different margins that I will look for you. But hot spots for short-term rentals right now, Ponte Vedra Beach, always.
Okay.
That strip on A1A.
Yeah.
I mean, every single one on that A1A strip in Ponte Vedra is a short-term rental. They're making several $100,000 in revenue every year.
Yeah.
St. Augustine is another really hot spot.
We killed the deal together in there, down
there.
Yeah, yeah. My girl.
St. Augustine's a hot spot. Crescent Beach, Butler Beach. You have to worry about some licensing requirements in St. Augustine, so definitely don't try and get out there on your own. And then another big one, I think Palm Coast, with regards to long-term rentals.
Yeah, because it's appreciating. It's a growing town.
Yeah, Palm Coast is exploding right now.
Okay.
And I think in the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to see property values almost double.
Really?
I mean, you can get a full house right now on Palm Coast for like $350K or less.
Yeah, no, like my cousin bought there, I think like 5 years ago. He's on the water for like, I think it was like 450 or something like that. He's doubled his appreciation.
Here.
Yeah, that'll be multiple millions at this point. So that makes sense in the Palm Coast area. Yeah, that's just, yeah, I think you're right about that. What would you say is a big thing for people that are looking to move down to Jacksonville? Are there certain pockets that you would introduce someone that's like, okay, I'm moving to Jax from Tennessee, for instance?
Well, as a realtor, it's my job to kind of dig deeper and try and understand your needs so that I can help you further. So you're removing from Tennessee, right? Do you have kids? Are you worried about school zones? Are you worried about traffic? All right, so I'm going to ask you these things to help place you in a part of Jacksonville that fits your needs.
Yeah.
You want to be real urban nightlife, like whatever.
What nightlife?
I'm gonna say beaches.
Oh, okay. That's the only nightlife, but yeah.
Or Riverside.
Riverside,
okay. San Marco. Okay,
I kind of put those together. Yeah, yeah.
Ish. Well, if you live in one, you can kind of.
That's true. Okay. Get off around.
But if you have like kids and you're really worried about school zone, I'm gonna say St. John's.
True.
New construction or something like that. If you just want kind of like middle of the ground, just very urban. I was born and raised in Mandarin, so I'm partial to Mandarin.
Okay.
And then right over the bridge in Orange Park are some really nice. Tons of shopping, tons of things to do, safe, kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, it just depends on what your needs are and where I would suggest.
That's heartfelt right there. You're trying to get to know the person to not even help them out, but just get a little bit more background and give you more ammo to help them.
Right.
That's awesome. That's what a professional is right there. So this is the fun part about Mortgage and Muscles. We get to talk about. Don't hurt them. Don't hurt them. Don't hurt them. So, of course, I know you personally a little bit. So, what are you doing to kind of stay in shape and kind of keeping the tone on?
Well, I do CrossFit 5 days a week,
5 days a week. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little crazy, and then I'm also I'm running 3 miles at least 2 3 times a week.
So in one like just straight go run 3 miles,
Mm-hmm.
2 times a week.
Yeah, 2 3.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you can bang out a little 5K,
A little 5K,
little
just
casual
just
5K.
just for fun.
Yeah, just for funsies.
What is your mile at right now?
Listen, I'm at like a.
Oh, okay. 'Cause the way you talking, I'm like 3 miles 3 times a
It
week.
takes me about 32 minutes to run a 5K. So I'm like, my first mile is like 11, next mile is like 11 and a half, 12, last mile is like 12 minutes.
Dang, I mean, I'm not
So.
running any 3 miles myself. Get a mile out of me max, and then I'm done. Okay, I didn't know you're doing that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to run. I'm not like good at it or like very fast.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like I like getting out there.
No,
Just
for sure.
put in
Got
my
the,
music, I turn off my notifications, and it's just
yeah,
me and my breath and my music.
that's beautiful right there. That's another thing was like we're gonna get into that a little bit. Turn off the notifications. I need to do that more. You can't be on call 24/7.
No.
But with CrossFit, so you're there 5 times a week. What is like your favorite kind of? I know they have like stations or different. What is it called?
So WODs.
Swads. Yeah,
Workout
yeah.
of the day.
Workout swads. Yeah. I don't
WOD.
know. Not a CrossFit guy.
So the way CrossFit is structured, and the reason I love it so much is because every single day is different. I went to like the Baileys, and I was doing like a hypertrophy regimen from RP, which is great, but I was literally doing like the same 5 lifts every single day, and it took me 2 hours, and it was just like
Yeah, that could get monotonous.
boring.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
I got into real estate, I got into sales because I like dynamic. I like different. I like always having to be on my toes, always a new challenge, always,
A lot of challenges.
So
Yeah,
CrossFit
that makes sense.
is every day is different. Every day is a new challenge. There's skills that I've been working on for years that I've just managed to like get.
Got you.
Rope climbing. I've been doing CrossFit for like 5 years. I just did my first
Oh,
successful
really?
rope climb like a month ago.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you. I got a nice burn to go along with it.
That's funny because I did CrossFit for a short amount of time, probably
Oh, really?
like 6 months. I didn't like the squat movements as much because I was gonna try, I was putting it all on there and my
Yeah.
back starting to get a little tight.
Yeah.
But one day we had a SWAD and it was rope climbing, a mile run, some sit-ups, and then I think some chest presses. So it was like pretty much all my favorite stuff. And I was able to like rope climb, no legs, just
Dang.
yeah. And everybody was like, "This dude is crushing it." So I had like top 5 that day.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, maybe I'll keep doing this. But then no, I tapped out. My back started hurting.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta be careful.
It's not about it. CrossFit isn't about high weights. It's all about reps and form and technique. So.
And it's mental too. You have to know how to attack a different workout because different workouts require different things. Like if it's a 10-minute workout, you need to be going hard and fast and all out. Like,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
If it's like a 30-minute workout,
pacing yourself a
you
little
need to
bit.
pace yourself. And it's those little mental challenges. Okay, how should I attack this? Where are my weaknesses?
Yeah.
And where are my strengths? Like you had a workout that was all good workouts, like
Yeah.
all your favorite movements,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, literally.
And you'll have a workout where it's half your favorites, half things you suck at, and you have to go, okay, well, I'm gonna go strong on the things that I can.
Okay.
Just get through what I can.
I never thought of it that way. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It's all about give and take and balance and knowing yourself and having the humility to know when to not throw a bunch of weight on there.
Yeah.
Or when to just take it easy and listening to your body.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, my favorite movement is probably the clean. Like
the clean. That's the one you flip up.
Yeah. And it lands on your shoulders.
It lands on your shoulder. Okay.
Well, it technically lands. It's supposed to land like on your delts.
Okay, on your delt. Okay.
Like I'll get bruises here because mine poke out a little bit.
Okay.
But.
So, and then that was another thing too. Not to make this about me per se, but that it hurt my wrist like doing that. I don't know. Like maybe the technique didn't have it down or whatnot.
Do you ever do front squats?
I do sometimes, not a lot. I don't really. Yeah, I don't know.
You can switch it up.
Yeah.
I mean, it just affects like
different parts of yeah.
It's how your rear trunk is holding the weight up. So obviously you're not going to go as heavy as a
back squat. Yeah, for sure.
But you're engaging all of that rear trunk muscles and having to hold yourself upright gives you a good lower back workout. I know like the mornings is that it? Good mornings. I need to start doing those again. Those used to give me a little bit of nice little stretch. Don't be crazy.
Don't be crazy with that. No, for sure.
Crazy.
We'll see. We'll see.
You
So
come to CrossFit with me one day.
no, let me know. I
You
was
really
waiting for
should.
invite. Wait for invite.
Saturdays are partner workouts.
Okay. What?
At 9:00.
What? 9 o'clock in the morning?
CrossFit 9:04.
We'll see. We'll see.
Gang, gang.
We'll see. Gang, gang. It's a little cold. CrossFit's a little cold.
It is.
So like, what are you doing? Like diet wise, is that a big intricate thing, or you kind of just?
Well, in the spirit of like full disclosure, so I used to be like 220 pounds. I was very large. I was over, 100 pounds where I am now, and I lost that all just naturally. Diet and exercise. Started Planet Fitness. Upgraded to Bailey's, and then upgraded to CrossFit, and then like it changed my body like crazy. Like I can't talk about CrossFit enough, but as I'm getting older, like I turned 30, I'm a woman.
Oh my God, 30.
My metabolism started slowing down, and all the things that I used to be able to do to lose like 5 or 10 pounds just like weren't working. So like I did get on the like Ozempic train.
Okay.
And I actually recently lost like 25 pounds.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I was stuck in like the 150s, almost 160. I hit 160 one day, and I was like, that, and I had been starving myself for weeks.
Well, that's not good.
Weight.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. So I did that for 90 days as prescribed.
Okay.
And then now I'm weaning off of it as prescribed, like by my provider. I was able to experience a lot of success with that, but with as active as I am, and my diet's good. I know to eat the right things, whole foods, lots of protein, lots of water, fresh veggies. I'm confident I can keep it off, but that's pretty much any kind of diet should.
Yeah, the keys to success is
That's
right
it,
there. Your
yeah.
water, your protein, low carbs, and sleep, of course. But
I'm really bad about sleep.
me and you both. Yeah. But I mean, sleep. Yeah, that's definitely. I get a power little cat nap, 15 minutes. I'm getting one a day at least.
Really?
Yeah.
You're very dad.
Yeah.
That's such a dad thing. My dad he'd be like, wake me up in 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes. Because you can't go any farther than that. You'll wake up with a little headache, and then you need at least that because
it takes me 30 minutes just to fall asleep.
Oh.
So I can't do a power nap. Like, I won't even fall asleep. I'll just wake up pissed off.
I think that's I'm hearing that a lot. I just got a professional at it from like studying for biology. I would like study, take a 15, study.
Oh,
so that's what I used to do back in See, I couldn't do that. I couldn't.
Monsters
See. That didn't work
so unhealthy. It's probably what's messing me up now.
There was a cyanide or whatever they say it is from B12 that they're using in those drinks. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
That's going down the rabbit hole. So a little bit back to real estate. Right now the market is adjusting. We see homes are kind of sitting on the market a little bit longer. When you list a few homes, I know that for sure. You do a lot of listings. What are you kind of speaking to clients right now when they're getting prepared to list their home, and like some things to like be aware of?
Yeah, absolutely. Setting expectations is very important to me. I never try and sell you a song. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be upfront and honest with you. Now, whether or not you choose to take that professional advice, is on you.
No, for sure.
But setting expectations like, hey, average sale market is 90 to 120 days right now. That's 3 or 4 months.
Wow, it's 90 to 120.
Yeah.
Wow, you hear that? Yeah.
There are over on the NEFAR MLS right now, which is like Jacksonville, St. John's, a lot of St. Augustine. There are over 9,000 homes on the market right now. It is saturated. So that's what I try and tell my clients, and we can adjust the price if we need to. If you want to price it aggressively, we can. I'm all for it. That's something we can do to try and overcome this, stagnation that we're seeing. Obviously, I, tell them I hold open houses. I try to accompany all showings if I can, because having the agent there to help sell the house is important. But yeah, just to set those expectations, saying, hey, we can do this and this and this and this to try and overcome this average day on market of 90 to 120 days. But if not, you need to know this is probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, just be aware of that.
Yeah.
And then,
hey, after 30 days, I'm calling you and saying, hey, we haven't had a single showing.
Let's adjust it.
Let's adjust that price.
Is that a hard conversation right now? Or that's this big there? You got to be reasonable about it.
I think it comes down to whether or not I've set expectations appropriately.
Okay.
If I've set expectations appropriately, then they're expecting that call when they haven't had any showings in 30 days.
Yeah. And you would think that would be natural, but
and sometimes it is a tough one. Sometimes sellers don't want to, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll do another open house, and I'll boost the posting again on Instagram and Zillow and Realtor and Homes.com and all the other places that I pay for the house to be exposed on.
Which that's a good conversation piece right there.
It is.
Yeah, we could get into that. So a lot of people don't know when your professional, your realtor is listing your home, they are paying for marketing. If you want to elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of the marketing that I am able to do is actually through Gailey. Okay. They have incredible systems set up with Google Pay Per Clicks, with Zillow Showcase, with Realtor, and they are paying to be first on lists. If you list with Gailey and someone's looking for a home in that zip code, the Gailey listing will show up first. So if you list with a Gailey agent, you are going to get that exposure right there. Because in a saturated market like this, you have to have exposure.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I recently took it a step further and partnered with homes.com. The guy from Schitt's Creek is doing all the commercials, right?
Okay, yeah,
everyone's going to homes.com.
Yeah.
And so if you list with me, not only are you getting all of the marketing that Gailey pays for a lot, which is why we ask for commission. Marketing is not free.
Yeah, it's not free. And
and of course we don't get paid unless we sell the house. But I partner with homes.com. All of my listings now come with Matterport virtual tours. Period. So you get those nice click through virtual tours.
Going around.
Very fancy.
Okay.
And again, if anyone goes to homes.com and they're looking for a home that's either in the price range of your home or in that neighborhood or whatever, my listing is going to come up first because I paid for that privilege.
You hear that? So she has it down packed for you to list her house.
That's right.
Yeah, we want to get it off the market as quick as possible.
That's right. I want my average day on market to be like 60 or less.
Okay.
But I gotta sell a few more to get the average.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's there's a lot of things playing on in the background that you may not be aware of, and so they could definitely introduce you, elaborate a little bit more if you need.
Yeah, sure. Not just a pretty face that has you sign something. I take some pictures, put on MLS.
Yeah, it's not.
Call it a day.
It's not. It's more than that.
No,
That's more than that.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I obsess daily over all of my listings and all of my clients.
So, with that being said, do you think that the market, of course, you've been in the industry for a decent amount of time, it's totally different. This is like kind of, we don't know. This is the unknown right now. Yeah. Presidential election. What do you think is going on, or what are you hearing from your brokerage?
I'm hearing that, what we're being, kind of told is like, listen, business as usual. The Fed just cut the interest rates. It's a great time to buy or sell,
or refinance.
October is going to be a good month to either buy or sell because we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it could get worse.
It could get worse.
We hope better, but yeah.
We kind of don't know, but to be secure in your investment and your new home without any kind of worry about fluctuation or anything, October would definitely be the month to do it in.
No, for sure.
I don't want to offer political opinions or anything. I try and keep clients coming to me with like
on a personal note. Reach out directly. We'll talk about it.
I'll confused. Over coffee or
something.
It's gonna go either way. It's gonna go one way or the other.
Yeah.
One way may be better for the economy than the other.
One thing I wanted to ask you about, which we all have problems with, more or less trying to find a solution to, is the work-life balance. We talked about turning off your notifications when you're on that run. What are you doing to kind of keep that line in check?
Well, I definitely had to learn the lesson the hard way. I was blowing up my sales leader at like 9-10 o'clock at night.
Oh, were you?
How should I respond to this text message? Like, oh my gosh, and he was just like, listen, does any other professional that you know work after like 5-6 o'clock?
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, no. And he was like, you should not feel the need to react or respond in urgency or in stress or in anything like that. Like, business hours are 8 to 6, which is still generous.
Still, yeah.
7 days a week.
Literally, no days off.
But like I do my best to, if a client reaches out to me, unless we're in the middle of a contract or a negotiation that's like very, very vital,
time sensitive. Yeah.
I will just be like, nope, this is my me time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been journaling every night. I set a timer for 15 minutes and I journal about my day, and then afterwards I read for an hour and then I go to sleep. But like that ritual and that routine is so important to me. And my first year of real estate, my first several months, I was just up all night, like trying to respond to every lead, and it was just too much.
No, for sure, it gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
And people sometimes don't know, not to be negative, but they don't know that line until you give it to them sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's just a conversation.
Yeah, about boundaries.
Yeah, for sure.
Setting healthy boundaries and having enough respect for my mental health.
Yeah.
And knowing that I can't be my best for my clients if I'm not taking that time
Exactly.
for myself. So like if I don't respond to your text and it's after 6, don't take it personally.
Yeah, it's not personal. I'm gonna hit you up in the morning.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I'll respond first thing in the morning after my coffee. You don't want me to respond before my coffee. Yeah, but I had a joke once with someone I lived with, and it was like I am like the devil in the mornings. So
whoa.
If I don't have my coffee, if you don't let me wake up first.
Oh, you're one of those. You're a sleepyhead in the morning. Okay.
I'm a big grumpy sleepyhead. That's like on real estate, so I have to like wake up at the crack of dawn.
Hey, on schedule to a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
Yeah, to a certain extent, for sure.
Well, that's a I think a lot of people misconstrue that. Mm-hmm. They think like, oh, I'm a real estate agent. I can make my own schedule.
Yeah, you're working. We're working
full-time hours.
Yeah, for sure.
Full-time. Sometimes more than
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're self-employed.
Most people get Saturdays and Sundays off.
Yeah, no, yeah. We're on the clock pretty much. I mean, we try not to be. That's the point of this segment. Yeah. But yeah. That's, I mean, I'll get an email at 9:00 from a lender or borrower asking me for docs, and I'm just like, I could go run to the office, or I can just say TBD.
Yeah.
Received. I will advise in the morning or something like that. Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
It's hard when in this particular industry. The sense of urgency is always there.
Yeah, because it's like a sales. Like it just you're ready for the next. Yeah, the rush.
I love it.
Boom. I love it so much. Well, Miss Corine, it was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
You
might have to get you to come back soon, Yeah. Absolutely. If you're interested in reaching out to any one of us, our contact information will be at the bottom of the email. Don't hesitate. Give her a call. Give me a call. We'll try to assist you to the best of our capabilities. Yeah. And we have another episode coming out. Check back in.